Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Happy Friday. Woo, 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 woo. Happy Friday, you guys. Today's Friday, July the 25th. We are at the end of this week. So if you guys have made it to the end of this week, be happy, celebrate. I'm not sure why before I started this video, but I channeled like someone's energy. Like, I don't know what it is, but some of you guys could be in this energy of being really grateful. Even if you might be in the worst situation ever, like you could still be grateful because you're grateful to just be awake, right? Be able to breathe, be alive, just simple things like that in life. You guys could be feeling this energy. So don't get me wrong. It's not to say like every day may feel like this. You may have your days where you feel down. You're human, you're going to have those days, but there is something about maybe you guys feeling really, light in a sense when it comes to like energy at this moment. But I will be using today, right now the time is 9:34 a.m. right now. So I will be using both decks, the Cozy Tarot deck and also the Animal Oracle messages as well. I do apologize if you guys do hear any drilling or any sounds like, knocking or anything. They are still doing construction in my building, like I've mentioned a couple times in my video. In the past, I've mentioned that they're working on our balconies at our building. So I do apologize if you do hear, a little bit of drilling or knocking or any sound banging or whatever in the background. But let's get started, guys. So I hope you guys are having a really good Friday. I was able to get up really early this morning to see if I can, pull some messages, like I said that I was going to do last night. So let's see what messages come out for you guys. Spirit, please give me clear, concise messages for the collective at this time. What messages does the collective need to know when they see this video for July 25th? Please give them clear, concise messages that resonate with them and only them at this moment. And please protect and guide the collective at this time whenever they watch this video. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for July 25th? What does the collective need to know for July 25th at this time? Ooh, okay. There's a lot going on. So I'll take the first card that came out. So we have Judgment, okay? There is something about Judgment, the number 20. This says all the signs that say you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So for some of you guys, when it comes to receiving justice, clearing out karmic justice, karmic debts and all that stuff, some of you guys may resonate with this when it comes to being at the right place at the right time. So even though it may not feel like you're on the right path, Spirit is giving you signs and synchronicities to say that you are on the right path. It just may not look like it right now. So cats could be very significant, flowers as well. Even the color, I believe like violet, that color, and lavender is very significant. So know that whatever you guys are going through, it's happening not to you but for you. Okay, so it's helping you so that you can go through whatever experiences that you need to go through, so that you can learn from them, and that so that you don't have to go through those experiences again. Not only that, you can meet other people and tell them, hey, I went through this, just in case you're going through this, especially when it comes to similarity. So if you're in school and you're a senior in school, you're about to leave, you may see younger kids coming in that are like, in grade 9 or 10, and you remember when you were in grade 9 or 10, right? So that's just an example, just so you can have an idea what I mean by, showing other people the ropes, showing people that, what life is about, showing people that life is a journey. Growing is nothing is wrong with growth. Nothing is wrong with changing your mind, especially if you're changing your mind for the better, right? So that could be confirmation. And I just saw angel number 444 on the timer. So yeah, when it comes to like stability, protection, security, especially with finances too, that might resonate with you. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I said you guys might have this energy where it's like, this is the life, right? But even though life outside in the, you know, external world may not match with how you feel internally, Spirit is saying that you are in the right place right now, right? So you are on the right path. You right now, you're in the right mental space right now to receive whatever it is that you want at this time. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective for July 25th? Yeah, this card came out yesterday. So Five of Cups, it says spilled tea isn't the end of the world, okay? So I even said this yesterday because this was like Five of Cups yesterday with this, when I said you can't cry over spilt milk, right? And it's like to say that you have these three cups are here, and it's almost like the past, right? So some of you guys could be looking at the past and, you know, speaking of the past. So this is like memories of nostalgia, you know, coming back for some of you guys. And it's not that you guys are always constantly in that past mindset. It's only because Spirit is going through this like Mercury retrograde, allowing you to kind of sit down and kind of go into introspection and kind of think through basically everything that it is that you've gone through over the last few weeks and months, even just days as well. But I did say this yesterday. I said, what are you going to do, right? There's two more cups behind you, right? So it's like, even though these three cups have spilled, you still have two more cups. What are you going to do with them? Are you going to take, you know, the opportunities that come towards you and make your own new beginnings? Or are you still going to sit there and cry about whatever, you know, happened in the past? And I don't mean crying like physically. Some of you guys could be, right? Releasing and letting go certain emotions. But again, when it comes to the past, it's like, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on, you know, the future. So it's like Spirit is like, turn around. And I did mention this last night in my messages too. Vitiligo might be very significant. There could be somebody who has vitiligo, and this hair color could be significant too, like this bluish violet purple color. Some of you guys may have vitiligo, but you might like to change up your hair color too. Like you like to wear funky hairstyles. You like, basically you stand out, you're unique. So anybody who has a disability, a skin condition, something unique about them that's different, Spirit is saying that you're unique. You were made this way because there's other people like you, right? So it reminds me of like when Winnie, I think her name is Winnie Harlow, I think. But I remember when she was on America's Next Top Model. She's from Canada. And I remember when she came on America's Next Top Model and I saw her for the first time and I'm like, cool. Like literally I'm like, she's really pretty. Like she's just so unique. Her skin was so unique. Everything about her was just unique, right? And then because she was on the show and she was basically advocating for those who have vitiligo, she was able to basically support younger generations after her, even older people that are, you know, around that have it, and they were, you know, kind of worried to come out and talk about it. Now people are, you know, for those who are comfortable, are freely being able to step out in their own natural skin, being authentic, truly who they are, and not being afraid to show who they are, and not having to wear makeup and cover up and hide, right? So that could be significant for some of you too. It's like, even though you might be different, it's not the end of the world. You'll always find people that will resonate with you no matter what you like. So, and I'm not talking about like the mean, evil kind of thing. I mean like the innocent folks, okay? I mean people who like to draw, who like to cook, who like to, you know, knit, who like to crochet, who like to do little hobbies like that, okay? And make it into their own. And you could be someone who's very quiet or mind your business and you don't really bother anybody, but for some reason your energy always attracts certain people everywhere you go, no matter where you go. And that is why I always advocate for you guys who are either empaths or chosen ones, whatever it is that you resonate with, where you know you have some type of uniqueness about you, especially when it comes to spirituality and knowing that you're tapped in. Yeah, of course, there's going to be people like that who may look at you and think, oh, that's weird, or they might not agree with you, right? But you could be someone who's very open as well. So you could be someone who's really open, and someone could come to you and be like, hey, this is so random. Like, someone could be like, oh, I want to open up a kangaroo business. And you're not going to be like, that's dumb. That's weird. Why would you open up a kangaroo business? You are someone who would never say that. But for some reason, you attract other energies of people who are like that. Instead, you would be someone who would say, you know, you would be supportive, and you would say, hey, that's kind of cute. Like, okay, cool. You want to open up a kangaroo business? Like, do you have a game plan? Do you know what you want to do? Like, you're encouraging this person, letting them know that, hey, I support whatever it is that you want to do. So, you know, let me know what you want or how you want to go forward with this, okay? So we have 6 of Wands that wanted to show up. It says, you're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. Okay, so Leo energy, Leo season, that could be very significant at this time, where some of you guys could resonate with this. You guys might have Leo placements for some of you. So 16 wanted to show up, the Tower. It says, get ready, things are about to shaken up. Okay, so again, something about your energy, 6 of Wands being a really big deal. So like I said, these 2 cups that you're like not seeing, Spirit's like, snap out of it. Like, you know, you're something to be, you know, talked about, basically. For some of you guys that might resonate with this, or you're like really not, well, not confident, but like you're lacking that level of confidence where you feel like, you know, you're the ish, but you sometimes feel like you're not. And Spirit is saying to snap out of that, because you know you're the ish, right? So start acting like it. The color red could be very significant too. That color might resonate for some of you guys too. And like I said, the Tower. So there's something about things being shaken up, but it's not going to be shaken up to go against your divinity. It's basically to help you go towards your fulfillment. So whatever is being shaken up at this time, Spirit is doing it on purpose, because it's supposed to align you in where you're supposed to go in this journey. So King of Wands wanted to show up, and it says, shine your inner candlelight, bright enough for others to follow. Okay, that's confirmation. Like I was saying, you're a big deal, right? So some of you guys could be wanting to, you know, shine your light, show up basically for other people who don't show up for themselves. So like I said, I always talk about, like, if you're in a situation where you're being bullied, or, you know, whether this is a working environment or you're at school or at home, it's like, if you feel comfortable enough, strong enough mentally, physically, then of course, stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself when you know the time is right, because you don't want someone to walk all over you and think that it's okay to say certain things to you that is not, you know, warranted, like you don't deserve it. So some of you guys could be wanting to step more in that energy when it comes to, you know, having discernment, having boundaries, protecting yourself at this time, but at the same time, not having so much boundaries that it's not allowing you to have any of new abundance to come in towards you. So there's something about having duality and having balance, having no fear, stepping out of that fear mentality as well. And there's some things that you guys could be thinking about from in the past, so that could be coming up right now during the Mercury retrograde, and that's probably why it's being triggered at this time. So yeah, this card says you're about to shine, number 26. So there's something about you guys about to shine, something about you guys shining your inner light, candlelight to other people, right? So this could be even phone calls. Okay, so communicating with people on the phone, talking to other people on the phone, listening to other people. So the other day I did a reading from, I believe it was the Sea Oracle Journey Messages, that deck. And there was something about you guys being heard, okay? And even last night I mentioned that there's something about receiving a phone call or receiving some type of communication. So there is something about you shining your light onto other people, allowing them to feel heard at this time. So no matter what anybody's going through, people may feel very comfortable at this moment to come towards you to talk to you about certain things that are very personal or very deep, right? And you could be the one that is giving them solicited advice, or you could be there for them because you have, you know, an empath type of energy. You're very tuned in, okay? You have an inner knowing and you're connected to the divine. So you're about to shine, wanted to come up. So this could be a job. This could be receiving some type of rewards. Okay, achievements are very, very significant too at this moment. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective for July 25th, please? And I can't believe the month is almost done too when you think about it, actually. Like, the month is almost done in the next few days when you think about it. So we are going into August next month as well. So that could resonate for some of you guys, starting new beginnings next month. Okay. Yeah. Shake, release, heal, move on. 27. Okay, so we have 26 and we have 27. Something about stepping up, leveling up. Okay. Something about you moving forward is what I'm picking up, because the numbers are going in order. Well, these two numbers together are going in order. So there is something about you going through with the flow. Basically, like I said, where you're supposed to be, where you are right now. Okay, but right now you could be wanting to shake, release, and heal and move on from past situations. So like I said, the Mercury retrograde could be triggering certain past, you know, thoughts, patterns, wounds, okay, that you could be wanting to release from at this time. So transformations might be very significant, like I said. With the Tower especially showing up in the tarot messages, that could resonate for some of you. Yeah, this says you are more, the number 30 card. So Spirit wants you to know you are more, okay? This is also connected to the Six of Wands, basically saying you are a big deal, so act like it, right? So Spirit wants you to know you are more than what you think you are. So some of you guys may feel like you are your environment, and Spirit is like, no, you are not your environment. Just because you live in a certain area does not make you that person, okay? So say you lived in an area that has a lot of crime, okay? A lot of violence, a lot of, you know, things that no community should be going through or dealing with. A lot of, you know, police brutality, a lot of things that are happening that you see maybe. And say you grew up in that type of environment and you moved away from that, people may be very shocked when they get to know you and they think, oh, wow, I didn't know you lived in that kind of area, or you know, grew up there, right? They assume that because you are from that place that that's how you are. And Spirit is saying, no. Yeah, so surrender to receive wanted to show up too. So Spirit is saying, you know, no, because again, at the same time, you are more. You've surrendered to the divine so that you can receive your abundance. So Master Manifester wanted to show up, number 10. I did mention this last night where you guys could be seeing angel number 10, like seeing just 10:10 on the clock or 10:01. So that could be confirmation too when it comes to like clearing out old cycles, releasing, like I said, shake, release, and heal, moving on, knowing that you are more than the situation that's transpired, knowing that you can still be in a very calm space and know that you can still manifest what it is that you want no matter what, right? So even if it feels like I said, things are not happening right away, remember, sometimes the divine is testing us, okay, to make sure that we've passed our last test that we've gone through. So say some of us don't have any patience, okay, we're impulsive, no patience, you know, we want things done right away. That could be a sign for some of you guys where it's like, it's time to ground yourself, and Spirit is saying to slow down, take a step back, and see what it is that you need to like look through. So pretend it's like you're going through a file in your mind. You're going through some files, you're filing through your mind, and you realize, oh, I need to get rid of this file. I need to get rid of this. That's what you guys are doing right now. You're decluttering, you're releasing, and you're letting go, right? And that is the whole point of the Mercury retrograde, so that once that passes, you have the clarity that you have received from the universe so that you can move forward after that, okay? But I'm going to end it here, guys. Obviously, take what resonates with you. And I hope you guys are having a really good day today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day today. Obviously, I will be posting messages, you know, more today, but I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you. Thank you for the love and support. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in my next video. All right? Bye.